What is up, guys? We're back. And I realized after the Saturday preview and predictions that dropped a couple of days ago that I forgot to preview this game and predict this game. Washington going on the road, 5-1. Big noon kickoff game, taking on Michigan, 4-2 Michigan. I am shocked that Michigan is favored by this much. I'm going to be honest with you. This Washington team should be ranked. There is no absolute reason why this Washington team should not be ranked. This Washington team has dominated every single opponent they face except Ohio State. Obviously, they were not expected to dominate Ohio State. They got dominated by Ohio State. And that is fair. Ohio State is separating themselves along with Indiana as the two best teams in the country, in my opinion, right now. But I don't know why Michigan's favored by so much. This is an even game. Washington, I do believe, is the better team right now. As we speak, they have more talent. They had the better roster, in my opinion. And the key thing here for Michigan in this game is going to be if they could stop the run of Washington. Washington's rushing attack with Damon Williams is lethal. Damon Williams and his legs is going to be a big factor in this game. And even if Michigan does keep Damon Williams in a cage, kind of like Ohio State did, they can hand it off to Jonah Coleman, and he could bust a 30-yard run. Jonah Coleman is explosive. Jonah Coleman has a nose for the end zone. And I just think this Washington team is going to win this game. I am going to take Washington in this game. I believe Damon Williams and Jonah Coleman, that duo in the backfield, will be enough to beat Michigan. And don't forget about Denzel Boston. He is one of the best receiving threats in the Big Ten. Denzel Boston is a great receiver. I feel like they're going to try to get him involved. The Huskies are for a lot of the game. The big question is about this Washington defense. Can they put Bryce Underwood in situations where it's obvious passing situations? Like we saw against Wisconsin. Wisconsin would put Bryce Underwood in obvious passing situations like long third downs, like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, and Bryce Underwood would be unable to find a target. He would either oversell his receiver or it would be a drop. So I feel like that's what this Washington defense needs to do to get the win. The magic number I feel for the Washington defense to hold Michigan to is I'm gonna say under 24 points. If they can hold Michigan to under 24 points, Michigan's defense is great. So that's why I feel like the magic number for Washington to hold Michigan under is 24 points. I do feel like Washington does that this game. And yeah, so I'm gonna get into my official score prediction for this game. I do think Washington wins this game just because of the talent they have on the offensive side of the ball. Alright, I have my score prediction up. I think Washington wins this game 24-20. I think they hold them under 24 points, does the Washington defense. They held a Ohio State offense that, in my opinion, is a top 15 offense in college football to 24 points. So, and Michigan's offense is not as good as Ohio State's offense. I'm tired of the narrative topic that Ohio State's offense is not that great. That the Ohio State's offense is good this year. Not as good as the last year's Ohio State offense, but it's still, really good. But besides that, this Washington offense, I feel like is going to be contained a bit by this Michigan defense. Again, Michigan's defense is no joke. Even though they let up 31 to USC, USC is one of the best offenses in college football right now. This Michigan defense is no joke. They are great and they are tough, but I just think Washington's one of the most explosive offenses in college football. And I believe Washington's offense is a bit too explosive for this Michigan defense. And that is why I'm going to take Washington 24-20 in this game. My dog is barking in the background while I am recording this. So that is why you hear dog barking. It's just my dog. But anyway, I believe Washington's offense too explosive for this Michigan defense. That is why I'm picking them 24-20 over Michigan. I believe Damon Williams gets involved with his legs. I believe Yona Coleman has a big day, and I believe this Washington team is just too much to handle for this Michigan team. And that is my prediction for this game. Washington wins 24-20 over the Michigan Wolverines in the Big House. I believe it is a big win for Washington, and this could possibly be a playoff team in Washington. I do believe this Washington team will lose to Illinois. But I believe this is a 10-2 Washington team. I think they go 10-2 and probably are that considerable team to make the playoffs at the end. But I do think they're going to be one of the first two teams out of the playoffs. But still a very good Washington team, and I believe Washington wins this game 24-20. And that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this preview. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend of college football. It's a great weekend of football in general with the NFL slate, and then you have Saturday for college football. So hope you guys enjoy the weekend. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.